She's dating somebody she really likes right now, but she wants to table the relationship for like 5 years. This is coming from a friend that I was talking to. She's a little bit younger than me, so she graduated college last year. So she's like, 23? And this girl has always just been such a go-getter. Like, she's crushing it in her career. I think she got a promotion like 6 months in. Like, she has just always been just such a baddie. And she started dating this guy post-grad that she, from the get-go, was just like in love with. I mean, I don't think it was love bombing at all, but I remember like the first couple of weeks that she was dating this guy, she'd call me and she'd be like, oh my gosh, we've been spending like nonstop time together. We've been together for like 5 days straight. Like, I think he could really be the one. And so they've been dating for a while, and she has always just said nothing but positive things about him to me until somewhat recently. So I think they've been together for, let's say, like, I think it was like 3 or 4 months. I mean, like, it's kind of like past that honeymoon phase. And she came to me and she said, I don't know if I sound crazy for saying this, but I really love him and I think we're going to get married, but I just think we need to break up first. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, here's the thing. We connect on so many different levels. We have similar values. We have similar senses of humor, but he just feels a little immature to me. And I just feel like in 5 years, he's going to be perfect for me. So a little bit of backstory with this guy in relation to my friend, because she's such a go-getter, I think she's really having a hard time accepting that he's not quite in the same place as she is. So this guy, I think, is in his 6th year of college. I don't really know what his major is. She's never talked about it, but she always talks about how unmotivated he is. He doesn't really seem like he has many career plans. And she's like, I feel like he needs a swift kick in the butt to grow up a little bit and realize that if we're going to make it past, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, we have to have similar aspirations for the future as well. Like, I don't feel like compatibility is just enough in this situation. Mm-hmm. I feel like our compatibility is there, but like, if you're the kind of guy that's sitting around playing video games all day long and you're in your 6th year of college because you changed your major 4 times and you don't really have any direction of where you're going, I feel like we got to reconvene in 5 years when you've actually figured it out.
Then he's not the one for her. Like if this was the one and she I'm sure there's love there and I'm not discounting that, but if she really loved him, she would not be able to live her life without him. So I feel like the way she's feeling right now about him, then he's not the one for her. Mm-hmm. And she can say, and what she has to do though, if she breaks up with him, is realize he might not be there in 5 years. He might be with somebody else and might be married and who knows what. So
5 years is a long time.
It's a very long time. So I mean, you can take it's risky. I mean, if you're willing to take that risk, but if you don't want to be with him right now, then he's not the one.
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah, if I want you now.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to go through whatever process we got to go through to help you elevate, because I'm sure I still got to elevate in certain areas too. So for me, if I felt that way about somebody, I would just feel like they're not my person. And then, like Kristen said, it's obviously very risky because, one, you don't know how you're going to change, how he's going to change, what'll change about his life and his situation. And you also taking a risk expecting a man to mature that much in 5 years. I don't know if that's happening.
I think it's 5 years not enough.
I don't know.
I know. I was like, I'm the 5 years from now you. Like, I'm telling you, the guys aren't much better now than they were 5 years ago. How much has changed?
Yeah, I just can't see it. And I understand her mentality of it also, because you say she's such a go-getter and a value person, that she wants to put these things on a timeline and in a box because it makes sense to her. But emotionally, you can't do that with somebody. 5 years is a super long time, especially when they're 25 years old?
No, they're 23. Like, she graduated last year, yeah. But that's her thing. She's like, is right person, wrong time a valid thing? It's something that people say all the time.
It's everything.
I know, so
is everything.
So she's like, what if this is my person, but it would have just been so much better if we had met like years down the line. Like, it's getting to the point where it's starting to grate on her a little bit, where she's like, I love hanging out with you, but it's starting to feel like our maturities aren't lined up yet.
They do say if you love something, you should let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. I don't know who said that, but somebody did.
If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it was meant to be.
There you go.
okay.
5 years, though, man. They're going to lose their way.
Well, I mean, if you can get it together in 3, I'm sure 3 would be fine. But I think the 5 years was just kind of a number she threw out. It's just so typical of her. I was like, this is so corporate speak of you. Like, let's circle back in 5 years. Come on.
She's 23. Have her go be a go-getter over in Europe, and she will find
Right.
somebody that...
Perfect for her. Someone with an accent. We'll get her over this quickly.
We'll set her up with that French influencer who hasn't texted me back.
There you go.
The Bert Show.